Welcome back to the BTG Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intense drama unfolding in Fairmont Crest on Beyond the Gates for Thursday, October 23rd, where passions ignite, secrets simmer, and unexpected twists threaten to shatter fragile alliances. In the opulent shadows of Fairmont Crest Grand Estates, Catherine "Cat" Richardson and Tomas Navarro have finally rediscovered the fiery spark that once defined their whirlwind romance. But their latest escapade in the intimacy of the bedroom takes a dangerously playful turn. What starts as a night of rediscovered passion, complete with whispered promises and lingering touches under the soft glow of candlelight, spirals into chaos when an experimental twist, perhaps a bold attempt at incorporating silk restraints, or a spontaneous role reversal game, inspired by their shared love of adventure novels, goes awry. Tomas, ever the eager participant with his athletic build and unyielding trust in Cat's whims, ends up with a sprained wrist and a bruised ego, collapsing in a mix of laughter and pain on the rumpled cheeks. This mishap not only tests the limits of their rekindled bond, but also forces Cat to confront her impulsive nature, as she fusses over him with ice packs and apologies, wondering if their on-track intimacy might need safer boundaries moving forward. Fans of Tomcat, as they're affectionately known, will be on the edge of their seats, questioning whether this injury is just a humorous hiccup or the prelude to deeper relational fractures, especially with Tomas's demanding career as a local architect pulling him in multiple directions. Meanwhile, across the manicured lawns and into the heart of the Hamilton mansion, Haley Hamilton embarks on a clandestine quest for information that could reshape her precarious future in ways both thrilling and treacherous. With her sharp intellect and unquenchable ambition driving her forward, Haley slips into the estate's private study late at night, rifling through locked drawers and encrypted files on Bill's antique desk, her heart pounding with the thrill of potential discovery. Her high hopes center on uncovering leverage tied to Bill's substantial $10 million life insurance policy, a windfall she's long-eyed as her ticket out of financial dependency and into a life of luxury she feels she deserves after years of being sidelined in the family empire. Yet, whispers among the staff hint at darker motives. Could this search reveal more about the subtle poison she's been dosing into Bill's evening scotch, carefully calibrated to mimic a natural heart attack and avoid suspicion from his overprotective doctors? Haley's actions paint her as the ultimate schemer, her manicured nails tapping anxiously on a hidden ledger that might hold the key to her schemes or her downfall. As she deciphers cryptic notes about policy beneficiaries and medical histories, viewers can't help but speculate. Will this pursuit yield the fortune she craves, or expose her as the venomous force behind Bill's declining health, drawing the scrutiny of allies like his loyal business partner who suspects foul play? Shifting focus to the warmer corners of family reconciliation, June steps tentatively into the life of her estranged son Tyrell Richardson, forging a bond that promises healing amid the storm of past betrayals. On this pivotal Thursday, June, with her gentle demeanor and years of regret etched into her features, sits down with Tyrell in the cozy nook of a local cafe overlooking Fairmont Crest's shimmering lake, offering heartfelt advice on navigating his budding career in event planning, a path that mirrors her own youthful dreams before life derailed them. Tyrell, still guarded from the scars of abandonment, listens as June shares stories of resilience, drawing parallels to his recent struggles with a failed partnership that left him questioning his instincts. Their conversation, laced with tentative laughter and shared memories of childhood holidays, marks a turning point, as Tyrell begins to see his biological mother not as a ghost from his past, but as a guide for his uncertain present. This bonding moment, rich with emotional depth, underscores the soap's exploration of forgiveness, but it also sows seeds of conflict. Tyrell's father, Bradley "Smitty" Smith, remains wary of June's influence, fearing it could reopen old wounds in their blended family dynamic. As the dust settles from Thursday's upheavals, Beyond the Gates teases even more layers of intrigue heading into Friday, where Smitty and Martin Richardson savor the sweet afterglow of their hard-won reunion, a testament to love's enduring power against adversity. After enduring months of turmoil sparked by the revelation of Martin's hidden past, a long-buried affair from his college days that nearly dismantled their marriage, the couple has emerged stronger. Their recent vow renewal on October 17th, a poignant ceremony under twinkling fairy lights in the family garden, where they exchanged rings symbolizing fresh starts and unbreakable vows. Smitty, with his rugged charm and protective instincts, and Martin, ever the thoughtful mediator, bask in lazy mornings filled with coffee and quiet confessions, their home now a sanctuary of rediscovered intimacy. Yet, beneath this idyllic surface, storm clouds gather over June's growing role in the household, particularly her unsolicited guidance to Tyrell during their bonding session. Smitty, who has fiercely shielded his children from June's intermittent returns over the years, overhears fragments of their cafe talk and feels a surge of unease, his mind racing with memories of how her absence once shattered Tyrell's confidence. This brewing tension promises fireworks. Will Smitty confront June directly, demanding boundaries that could fracture the fragile peace, or will Martin play peacemaker, urging trust in June's reformed intentions? As Tyrell grapples with the wisdom she's imparted, weighing it against his father's cautions, the Richardson family teeters on the brink of division, reminding viewers that in Fairmont Crest, no reunion is ever truly complete without the shadow of unresolved secrets. Delving deeper into the ripple effects of these events, Kat's mishap with Tomas extends beyond the bedroom, prompting her to seek counsel from her closest confidant, Elena, over a tense lunch where she dissects the incident with raw vulnerability. Elena, a no-nonsense therapist in the community, advises Kat to channel her adventurous spirit into less risky pursuits, like joint yoga sessions that could strengthen their connection without the peril, while subtly probing if Tomas's injury masks deeper frustrations from his high-pressure job. This subplot enriches Kat's character, portraying her not just as a romantic lead, but as a woman evolving through self-reflection, her empathy for Tomas's pain forging a deeper emotional intimacy that fans hope will weather future storms. Haley's nocturnal investigation uncovers a surprising twist, a forgotten addendum to Bill's policy that names an unexpected beneficiary. His estranged sister long thought vanished, which could upend Haley's calculations and force her to improvise with even more cunning. As she pores over faded documents by flashlight, flashbacks reveal her meticulous planning of the poisonings, starting with herbal supplements disguised as health tonics, each dose timed to escalate Bill's symptoms gradually. This added layer of deception heightens the suspense, positioning Haley as a master manipulator whose high hopes might blind her to the digital trail of her online purchases for the toxins, potentially alerting authorities if Bill's condition worsens. The June-Tyrell bond blossoms further when they collaborate on a small event for Tyrell's business, decorating a venue with June's artistic flair from her days as a florist, creating moments of genuine joy that chip away at Tyrell's reservations. Yet, Smitty's caution stems from a painful history, June's departure when Tyrell was just 5, leaving him to navigate father's grief alone, which fuels his protective stance, setting up a family summit where emotions run high and alliances are tested. In the Richardson afterglow, Smitty and Martin's renewal includes private rituals like recreating their first date at a seaside diner, but June's advice to Tyrell, urging him to pursue a risky client deal, clashes with Smitty's conservative approach, igniting arguments that expose lingering distrust. Martin, caught in the middle, reflects on his own past secrets, advocating for open dialogue to prevent history from repeating, while Tyrell must decide whose guidance to follow, adding profound psychological depth to the family's arc. Next, we will learn about the intriguing drama unfolding in Beyond the Gates as Andre grapples with a spotlight he desperately wants to avoid. In the heart of Los Angeles' glittering fashion world, Andre has drawn a firm line in the sand, declining to step into the limelight and model beside his stunning new bride, the legendary supermodel Danny Dupree. The couple's recent nuptials have everyone buzzing, but while Danny's poised elegance could light up any runway, Andre's reluctance is casting unexpected shadows over their shared dreams. Picture this. Danny, with her decades of strutting for top designers from Milan to New York, paired with Andre's enigmatic charm. It's a pairing that could redefine high-end advertising. Yet he's politely but persistently saying no, leaving those around him puzzled and probing for deeper motivations. This isn't just a simple aversion to posing. It hints at layers beneath his composed exterior, perhaps tied to personal boundaries he's fiercely protecting in this fast-paced industry. Danny and her business partner Pamela have poured endless energy into launching their boutique modeling agency, envisioning it as a haven for fresh talent amid the cutthroat competition. They've cajoled, persuaded, and even scripted mock photo shoots in their sleek downtown office, hoping Andre's involvement would inject star power into their fledgling venture. Pamela, ever the optimist with her sharp business acumen honed from years in talent management, believes that reliving Danny's supermodel glory days through this campaign would be the ultimate launchpad. Imagine the headlines: Supermodel's comeback ignites new agency boom. It's a calculated risk, blending nostalgia with innovation to draw in clients who crave that authentic glamour. Without Andre's participation, though, Pamela worries their agency might struggle to break through the noise of established powerhouses, forcing them to rely solely on Danny's solo allure and their innovative scouting techniques for up-and-coming faces from diverse backgrounds. What elevates this beyond a mere family squabble is the involvement of Ridge Forrester, the visionary force behind Forrester Creations, a brand synonymous with luxury and legacy. In a twist that electrified Tuesday's episode, Pamela delivered the exhilarating update that Ridge himself is championing a high-profile fragrance line campaign starring none other than Danny and Andre. Themed around eternal bonds, the ads would weave in the couple's whirlwind romance, spotlighting the lavish yet chaotic Las Vegas wedding officiated by an Anita Williams impersonator who added a layer of Hollywood farce to the vows. That ceremony, complete with neon lights, impromptu serenades, and a crowd of cheering strangers, became instant tabloid fodder, amplifying their notoriety overnight. Ridge sees this as a golden opportunity to infuse the fragrance, envisioned as a sultry blend of jasmine and sandalwood, with real-life passion, potentially boosting sales by tapping into the public's fascination with celebrity love stories that mirror the product's promise of enduring allure. Delving deeper into Danny's backstory reveals why Forrester Creations represents more than just a job. It's the pinnacle she's chased for years. During her zenith in the 2000s, when she graced covers of Vogue and Elle, dominating Paris Fashion Week with her signature walk and ethereal presence, Forrester inexplicably passed on her repeatedly. The official reason? She was deemed overexposed, a baffling verdict in an era when visibility was currency. Insiders whisper it stemmed from a clash of creative visions, Forrester's preference for understated elegance clashing with Danny's bold, avant-garde campaigns for edgier labels. Now, with the tables turned, securing this gig would etch Forrester into her illustrious portfolio, validating her enduring relevance and silencing any doubters who thought her prime had faded. For Danny, it's personal redemption, a chance to blend her past triumphs with her evolving role as an entrepreneur, perhaps even mentoring young models on navigating industry biases during the shoot. Ridge's enthusiasm isn't without its own history of scrutiny. He'll likely face questions about that long-ago snub during press junkets, where journalists might probe the ethics of selective hiring in fashion's elite circles. Meanwhile, Danny sensed Andre's discomfort from the moment the offer landed, his usual easy smile replaced by a subtle tension that rippled through their cozy Beverly Hills home. He was unwavering in his refusal to pose, yet remarkably supportive of her pursuit, urging her to seize the spotlight solo if it meant advancing their joint goals. "Go shine, my love. I'll handle the vision from afar," he might have said, his words laced with genuine encouragement. To bridge the gap, they brainstormed alternatives, positioning Andre as the creative director, or even the campaign's shadowy photographer, capturing Danny's essence through his lens in intimate, artistic setups. This collaboration could still harness their chemistry, think moody black and white stills evoking classic film noir, without thrusting him into the public eye, preserving his preference for the artistry behind the scenes over the performative front. Andre's vehement protests, however, are stirring whispers among fans and characters alike, suggesting this camera shyness might mask something far more profound than introversion. Is it the pressure of fame in a city that devours privacy, or a deliberate choice to shield vulnerabilities from prying eyes? Speculation runs wild. Perhaps a long-buried scandal from his pre-Hollywood days in a quieter East Coast town, where a failed venture or a painful breakup left him wary of exposure. Bill Spencer, ever the meddlesome media mogul, has already dispatched his trusted private investigator to unearth clues, uncovering a curious void. Public images of Andre virtually vanished about a year ago, right around the time he relocated to LA, and met Danny. What catalyst triggered this retreat? A betrayed confidence, a haunting figure from his past resurfacing, or even a professional misstep in a previous creative role that he's reinventing himself to escape. This timeline aligns suspiciously with their budding romance, raising questions about whether Danny truly knows the man she's building a life with, or if shadows from his history could unravel their fairy tale union. Ridge, with his silver fox charisma and knack for deal-making, might yet sway Andre through private dinners at the Forrester mansion, sharing stories of his own early career hesitations and the transformative power of vulnerability in art. Envision heartfelt conversations over aged whiskey, Ridge recounting how stepping into uncomfortable roles forged his design empire, potentially chipping away at Andre's resolve. Yet, if persuasion fails, this standoff could ignite broader suspicions within the show's intricate web of alliances. Viewers might speculate on explosive reveals, a hidden sibling rivalry, an unsolved legal tangle, or a romantic entanglement that could explode across tabloids if Andre's face reemerges. The stakes feel monumental, as whatever Andre's guarding could boomerang spectacularly, threatening not just the campaign but the fragile trust in his marriage and the agency's fragile ascent. It's the kind of layered intrigue that keeps Beyond the Gates addictive, blending glamour with gritty human flaws. What are your thoughts on Andre's steadfast refusal? Innocent preference or ticking time bomb? Shifting gears to another bombshell, Naomi's much-rumored pregnancy turns out to be a false alarm, confirmed by a tense clinic visit that left her reeling. But relief is short-lived. Her rocky path with Jacob intensifies as unresolved jealousies and whispered betrayals pull them deeper into emotional turmoil. Could this non-event actually catalyze a raw confrontation, forcing them to confront the cracks in their foundation? Stay tuned for more twists in this ever-evolving saga.